With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line, and he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Prescott now on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Prescott on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Flex round. Let's go. What? Let's go. What? Ohio. What? Ohio.
A second down throw for Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And it's the right side here, complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Denver. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
First down, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Their big-bodied receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And the back goes into motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. To throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or it moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Third and long for Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Uses the stiff arm. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They come out here in the eye. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Check 99. Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Hey! Ohio! Come on now!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot do. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Prescott, and he's got his man on the out route. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back?
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. What?
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Let's go, Ohio! Let's go! Ohio!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To give to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
To throw now on first down. Gets it to Strong. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and just 1.
Come on, let's go. What's that? Black round.
In motion is Strong. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. An offset eye, and he'll go on the ground, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go. Right here. Let's win right here.
On third down, it's Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go.
And again, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 190.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And out come the Chiefs now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They come out here in the eye. A second down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT. His throw incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round!
In motion is Strong. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but...
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go, Ohio.
They come out here in the eye.
Flex round. Flex round.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.